So, got to Philadelphia, right? All this city, right? We're at the museum.
Dude, that's Philly.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we have to wait 40 minutes before we can go in. It's gonna suck. Instead of waiting, we're going on a scavenger hunt. Oh god.
He's so pale.
Cannons. Oh wait, what? Oh, wait, do we have to like take pictures?
I need to evolve a Pokemon, but I don't know what Pokemon to evolve.
Who's this guy?
Good for you, man.
Yo, Benjamin Flowers sounds like a loser.
What?
Just like you. Benjamin Flowers
Just
sounds
like
like a
Nate.
loser.
Just
Yeah,
like
big
Nate.
loser. First National Bank there.
I'm a god right now.
UPS truck. Good to know.
I have to evolve another Pokemon, but I don't know.
I'm done. No more of that.
So,
It does smell good. Smell food. We're hungry. It was a long ride. But we're here. There we go. Second day.
Connor, you can barely get up.
We gotta take. Are we taking a photo? We're in the Independence Hall. Here we go. Nay. Liberty Bell. Get out the way.
And I'm a loser.
Got this giant tower here. Good to know. Don't know what this was. Good for you, Mason. So we're back here. Just gotta wait again. It sucks. John M. Templeton Jr. Asterix Education Center. Asterix. We got a long expensive stairs. Don't know why they're so long. In the museum. Do you think it's Mason, what the heck was that? I'm not taking a photo, this is a video. What do you want to say to people?
Say your name.
Stands for George's Rex, which is King George, and this is something you find in American homes. So they actually were kind of excited to be a part of the kingdom at first. That's because it was the biggest empire that had existed since the Roman Empire.
It's not George Washington.
That's John Adams, I think.
I think so.
John and Adams. We got a punch bowl. Looks like you got punched. The horns. Looks like horns.
I hated that joke.
I mean, it worked. So, got a bunch of powder horns. I think they said powder horns.
See.
Cool.
This is where people would come to meet and talk about the ideas of the revolution. And I'm gonna let you guys go loose and when you look through here, I want you guys to find different forms of protest, how people were protesting back there, and potentially find some major causes that led up to the war.
Ours was pretty weird last year, a couple years ago.
No,
Some of these faces are weird. Look like Voldemort with a nose. Looks
Why is
like
there
a piece
smoke?
of driftwood.
Look at that guy right there. Look at that guy in the front.
Farmers are just
Look, ready? He shoots and he
Yeah.
Alright guys, we can move on in here now.
Moving on.
Oh, people.
Nice job, Brendan.
Nice sword.
He has a snowball.
Does he actually have
Brendan.
It's not wet. Sorry, I just want to see if it was wet. It looks wet. That's a very good representation.
Very actually about them.
These are so fake that they look real.
They're bad. Is that George Washington?
That guy looks like Jack Black.
Yeah, he looks
For
like
some
he's
reason.
breaking up.
I think that's George Washington. Look at this little kid. He's throwing a snowball.
So, who do you think's fighting here?
The colonists and the
That's closer. Why would he be breaking up a fight if they're fighting the British? Right? That's his job.
This is
So
neat.
this is the colonial army. This is the first time they're getting together. He's from Virginia. He's from Boston. He's a sailor. Do you think they all have the same ideas?
No.
No, they don't. And what's going on in the South is not as prevalent in the North. Yeah, slavery. So if this
Like,
guy
they
is a
look
slave owner,
real.
he's fighting alongside African Americans.
They
How
aren't.
do you feel about that?
No, but they look so real.
Kind of pissed and maybe scared, right?
Why is George Washington so dang tall? I'm taller than him.
No, you're not. You're not.
Tall dude.
You're not
He
taller
was
than him.
6'4". I'll be 6'10".
No, you won't.
Hunter, you won't be a hair over
This is one of my
6'5".
favorite artifacts in the museum.
It's from earlier.
So this is George Washington's actual sword, and it was made right around the corner here in Philadelphia as a response to boycotting, right? Because we're not getting things imported over. So he could have had a better quality sword, but he chose to get one that was made here in Philadelphia instead.
Okay, sorry. You almost said my name.
And do you guys know that first famous
Confidential.
line?
I'm sorry, but that lady over there looks like a man.
No, what's that true for? Enslaved people? Well,
If you can read that.
It's so.
yeah, women are property. Anything that if you get married, anything you own, anything that's been passed down to you becomes your husband's. What about portable? Can they vote? No,
That looks scary.
Yeah,
No, I won't.
It's sharp.
no, that's not sure.
I touch it.
No, you can't touch it.
How long do you think?
Can I touch it?
is already broken. My husband and I believe we must stand with the United States. Do you agree?
War is death. Fighting in battle is hard, and the outcome of war is uncertain. The British and other nations march into their territory. We must defend ourselves and our friends. We must have a choice to stand together. The United States.
Guess I use this shovel too much. Oh no, that's what I
Do you know what this is here, number 7?
That looks like a really bad nail file.
That's a shovel.
It's not quite.
Oh wait, hold on. No, it's
It's a shovel.
no.
That's a spoon.
Is that a knife?
That is a toothbrush.
What?
And they don't have plastic yet, so what do you think they use?
Hair.
Yeah, horsehair.
What's
Oh,
number
I was just
8?
about to say horsehair.
Number 8 is buckles.
Is it buckles?
Yeah.
What's that?
Mason.
I think they're
They use the
cufflinks.
shovel too much.
Literally telling me what they were here.
How many of you guys know what is a privateer? Okay.
Wow.
All right. Pretty good. Saw a hair flip. That counts as. Oh, we got one. So we got 1.5 hands. Let's see another show of hands. How many of you guys know what is a pirate? All your hands should go up. You guys know Captain Jack Sparrow?
Yeah.
Was it 5 Disney films now? Man, that guy's clever, isn't he? All right, this period in the 1770s, however, piracy is dead. It's killed off 40 years ago by the long arm of the Royal Navy. But privateering still exists. A privateer is a privately owned ship that is given one of these, a letter of marque. A legal document that gives them permission to hunt down enemy ships, capture them on the high seas, bring them back into port, and sell them for profit. I'm going to tell you a quick story about one of those privateers. A man by the name of John Ingersoll of Philadelphia that ships out on the ship Enterprise in 1778. On their first voyage, they go out, they hunt down several enemy ships, capture them all, bring them all back into port, and sell them, as I said before, for profit. Now, what does for profit mean? For money. So that money, after they sell it, goes back to the privateer. Everyone from the captain through the lowest sailor, John Ingersoll, somewhere in between, makes a share of that profit. He makes a good deal of money. He thinks to himself, well, that was so nice, let's do it twice. So he goes out on his second voyage. On their second voyage, however, they are not so lucky. They get hunted down by the Royal Navy. The ship and crew are captured. The crew gets sent up to New York City, which doesn't sound so bad until they stuff you into a prison hulk. For those of you who don't know, prison hulk is an old warship. Stripped of its guns, its sails, and its masts, instead filled to the brim with prisoners of war. They are stuffed below decks. Their beds are the hardwood floors. No mattresses, no hammocks, barely even a blanket. Their food, if they get any, one sailor describes one of the meals as being the flesh from a sheep's face mixed in with oatmeal. Tasty stuff, right?
Definitely.
Where are you guys from?
Bucks County.
Bucks County.
Bucks County. All right, so you guys from around here? You know, Philadelphians, we get a bagel, some sheep's face, a little cheese. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Pretty good for breakfast, right? Now, you eat like that, you live like that. Do you think you might get a disease? John Ingersoll contracts disease dysentery. And to save you from the gruesome details of that disease, there's a lot of water, good food, and bed rest to survive. So the British transferred from the prison ship to a hospital ship. On board the hospital ship, he starts to get better. He starts doing extra work on the side for the British officers. They give him a bed. They give him better food. He does get better, but he also learns at night that there's only one British sentry on board with one musket. And you guys know what a musket is, right? It's a gun. He occasionally puts that musket down, and John Ingersoll, he finds this musket, and he finds it loaded. And I think he takes this musket. Does he take the musket? Hello? Does he take the musket? Yes or no?
No.
One more time.
No.
Hold on. One more time. No, he doesn't. Takes a
I know
cup of
it.
water, pours it down the barrel, then goes down below decks and tells fellow sailors that tonight is the night we're going to escape. That night, a fog bank rolls in. They creep out on the deck. They make their way over to the railing. There's a rowboat waiting for them. They hop over the railing into the rowboat and start lowering themselves down as quietly as they can. But that's when the sentry spots them. And he says to them, "Halt!" Or I'll shoot. They don't halt, so he levels his musket and pulls the trigger. What noise does it make?
How?
Click, as nothing happens. The water inside the barrel kept the gunpowder from going off. John Ingersoll and company, they lower that boat in the Hudson, cross the Hudson, make it to New Jersey, make it through New Jersey, and make it back to the American lines. There they encounter a guy you might have heard of, a guy by the name of General Lafayette, Marquis de Lafayette. He listens to their story, gives them a few days rest, but then brings them back to Washington. And Washington gives them a choice. They can either re-enlist as sailors, or they can go home. And do you think after all this, the trials, the tribulations, the sacrifices, the prison ship, the hospital ship, escaping through New Jersey, trust me guys, I lived there, it's terrible. You think after all of this, would John Ingersoll re-enlist as a sailor? Can't hear you.
Yes.
One more time.
Yes.
No, he goes home. Do you blame him? Have you actually ever had sheep's face before? It is not the snack that smiles back. So when he goes home, he spends a few weeks at home. The third week, he discovers that he is incredibly broke and just a little bored. So he decides it's time to help the American cause once again and make a little money on the side. So he does eventually re-enlist as a privateer, spends the rest of the war on that ship. But now I've told you all this, would any of you become privateers? Anybody? Nobody? Good. Personally, I wouldn't. I like to keep sailing as a weekend activity and not a possibly die of dysentery activity. I like to save that for my trips to Bucks County. All right, I'm going to give you back to your guys. That way I'm taking the rest of the way.
All right, Eagles, come with me.
Yeah, Alex is good. Get off my ship.
Dang it. I like this.
Ran their enslaved people with it. This way, if they ran away, they'd know exactly where to bring them back to. So at this point in the war, we have our French allies. We're doing really good. The war comes to the south, and Britain knows that they need to do something if they're going to try and win this war. So what they end up doing is they declare that if any enslaved person is owned by a rebel, if they come to British lines and fight with the British,
Oh, look what you did, bud.
I'm looking at all the...
Sorry, Chloe.
Stop touching me.
My name is Eve.
Hi, Eve.
Help! Get out.
Dang it.
Oh wait, our group's leaving.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, Mason.
I didn't touch anything.
Arthur's in here. Mason.
I thought it said, this is Sam Riddle. And I was like,
troops. The combined Franco-American force is now capable of taking the offensive. Exactly the result America has long hoped the French alliance would produce. Washington wants to strike the British in New York, but an unexpected opportunity develops in Virginia. British General Charles Cornwallis and his army have advanced into the state, occupied Yorktown, and dug in. Washington and Rochambeau agree to march south. They must move their forces to Yorktown without allowing the British to decipher the code. They rely on a French fleet in the West Indies to sail for Chesapeake Bay. Seizing this opportunity depends on coordination between forces that the French and Americans had never before achieved. If they can get to Yorktown before British reinforcements, if the fleet will sail north and cut off Cornwallis's escape route to the sea, if Cornwallis does not fight his way out before a siege line can be set, his army will be trapped. By the time they reach Yorktown, Washington and Rochambeau have gathered the largest Franco-American force of the war. Some 17,000 troops, including French soldiers, American militia, Continental troops, and a delegation of Oneida Indians. In Chesapeake Bay, 28 French warships and thousands of sailors stand ready to provide critical support. Ground troops immediately begin to dig a siege line. When all is ready, General Washington fires the first cannon. In 3 weeks of brutal combat, the French and American forces crush the British.
Buildings had been blown to pieces. The cellars are all filled with dead bodies. When I arrived at the beach, I found it strewed with mattresses, blankets, and sheets, saturated with blood.
The troops went to shore without resistance. Nothing but pillaged houses, ransacked, and full of cadavers. The roads were scattered with bodies, either Negroes or whites.
The victory at Yorktown, most Americans believe, will soon lead to American victory in the war. But the war in Indian country, raging for years, now escalates. Everything is at stake for Native Americans. They are fighting their own war for independence. The United States is a threat to their very existence as nations. Americans view Indian lands as the spoils of war. For all involved, it is total war with little distinction between civilians and combatants. Women take up arms. Children are victims. A racial dimension to the fighting intensifies acts of savagery by all sides, and sets a pattern of racial violence that will persist throughout America's westward expansion.
If we had the means of publishing to the world the many acts of treachery and cruelty committed on our women and children, it would appear that the title of savages would with much greater justice be applied to them than to us.
With victories on the plains of Sandusky, at Hannistown, and Blue Licks, the Native Americans, with British assistance, appear to be winning. Even with Spain providing supplies via New Orleans and the Mississippi River, the Americans cannot subdue the powerful Native American military force. West of the Alleghenies, the year after victory at Yorktown becomes the bloodiest year of the war. The violence on both sides shocks even veteran military officers.
It will be next to impossible to ensure peace with them till the whole of the western tribes are driven over the Mississippi and the lakes, entirely beyond the American lines.
No, that's my person. All right, we got Isaac Ranger right here.
Where's my person?
We got Abraham Wheelwright, Mary McDonald, Walter Snow.
There's Caesar.
Caesar.
That's who I am.
No, that's not the actual John Adams. William Plumer.
Where's Isaac's? Look for Alex.
Where's Donald Trump? I think Isaac goes back to
Is this the end of the
We want to go out? Yeah.
Yeah, don't go out yet.
Oh, not yet.
Not yet. Mason, there's Mike. Hang in here for a minute.
Pretty neat out there. Guys, we can see light.
So if you guys have seen your person, let's step outside.
There's light, guys.
My eyes, they hurt.
I mean, I don't know about your group, but
Before you guys head in.
so, I don't really care anymore. Yeah.
You're right on time, thank you. Thank you. Alright, so what did you guys find interesting? What did you like? The guns. The guns are cool? The Liberty Tree is really cool. I like that too.
I liked all the artifacts.
You like all the artifacts?
Yeah.
How the toothbrush looked.
Yeah, right? I never thought a toothbrush would look like that.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed your time. You're going to be coming into this theater next, and you guys are going to see George Washington's tent.
George Washington's here.
The what? Is he still alive?
Jack, you said you wanted to be in it? You said that you wanted to be in it?
Yeah.
There you go. Here's your time. That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. What's up, man? What's up, Nick?
Can I be in it?
You're in it.
Hello.
Hi.
Subscribe to guys. Not joking.
No, it's a video. You want to say hi, Pat?
Hello. Listen to Max.
I don't know.
Yes. I want to be in front of Joe so that I'll be in the video.
What's up, man?
Go. Focus.
The only YouTuber here. It's a video.
Okay, Justin, you're in the video.
That was fast.
Kid breaks into.
Dude, I thought it was going to be like a...
Joe broke the law, guys.
Yeah,
Unsubscribe.
I did. I started videoing
Subscribe
in the
for
middle.
this mad lad.
I know, I started videoing like in the middle of it. What? Hi. You get a fist bump. I'm sorry. You get a fist bump. Same, right?
No, did you watch Miracle? Like,
No. What's up?
Oh, hi, Billy Bob.
Get out of here.
Hi, Billy Bob.
You've been in too many. Jeez. Dude, there's a big... Justin.
Why is this 10 moving?
Hey, YouTube channel.
Jesus Christ.
Subscribe to Bojangle Bangle.
No.
Subscribe to PewDiePie.
Yeah, sub to PewDiePie, guys. The 18 people that are subscribed to me. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the store covering the video.
Oh, yeah. Cool. I'll just do that. Just like just have it like that the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Yo, guys. You want to see something cool?
You won't. I would drop my phone.
Yeah. The power of an OtterBox.
Where's our group? I lost my group.
Flip the back pushes Kyle over.
Oh, God.
Justin pushes Kyle over.
Yo, look at those two trash cans. There's two trash cans down there. Garrett.
You pick it up.
Oh, God.
Pick it up.
Here, let me get it.
Dude. Rachel, do you want to say something?
Hi guys, so welcome to my crib. So this is my staircase, and when I blew a kiss at Joa, it was not meant for him. It was meant for the camera. Back. Oh, and this is my wife. Look how beautiful she is.
Hi. Jeez. I lost my group. Where is my group? Oh, my strap thing is hurting. Kyle, do it. Oh, is this the store? Yes. Where is the Starbucks? Isn't it in here? Oh, no. No.
I have a guess.
Beer.
Couch, Peter, do you want to be in my YouTube video? Thank you. Here we go, the president.
Buy
No.
this.
Oh God.
Joel, buy this. Just buy this. It's literally a glass cup with leather wrapped
This is
around
my
it.
channel. Don't touch the phone.
Oh, it's just like.
Nope.
Kyle, you're weak. Oh God.
Yeah, add me at rbear73 on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk away now. So,
Sub to Pewds.
yeah. Yeah.
Dude, we make this interesting. Oh, tag me. Excuse me.
No.
Look at my nails. Call me for nails thing.
No. So now we're just walking around this store. Gotta see what we can buy. Probably absolutely nothing. What are you thinking of buying?
What?
What are you thinking of buying?
I like your mustache
Nothing.
face.
Thank you.
I want Starbucks. Look at that.
That thing's small.
Jim,
That's too small for you, Rachel.
Wait, that's not gonna fit me. That's kind of rude.
The biggest and best flag that ever flew. Brianna, do you want to be in the YouTube video? Well, you're in it. She went somewhere else. I lost my group.
Where's the rest of the group?
I don't know, but I think we already got lost again.
So many people. I was gonna say I lost my group. Are we buying shot glasses?
$8.
$8 for a shot glass?
Yeah.
Yo, I'll buy that.
Hydro Flask. How much is that?
Yo, just gotta get some Suki. Just go.
Hell no.
Ooh.
Show up.
Garrett hit my hand.
I hit his hand. We were both putting
and
them back
he-
at the
he
same
got it on-
time.
I got it on video. He said it. No, get out. So many people want to be in my video. Crap. Isaiah. Son of a gun. Dylan, are you thinking of buying a lollipop?
The last thing, Dylan.
Dylan, do you want to say hi?
Last thing you need is candy.
Do you want to say hi, Dylan?
I got chocolate.
You got chocolate?
I got chocolate.
Oh crap. There's a lot of stuff here. I can't believe you almost made me break that. I only have a couple bucks. Oh, there you guys are. Oh wait. Oh, they don't have any like fancy hats. I want to get like a big hat. So if they had like a giant hat, I would get it.
Yo, we're gonna go eat.
Garrett.
Yo, Garrett.
Garrett.
Is anybody else over there? Mason's
Oh, Kyle and Mason are somewhere.
Get Kyle and Mason.
Hold on.
Hunter!
Isaiah, do you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi?
Two.
YouTube?
No.
Okay.
I better not be on the video.
No, I don't think you are. Where the heck did Kyle go? Well, what next? I gotta get a lunch. Peanut butter Nutella jelly sandwich.
This one you like?
Who would have thought? Ate lunch. Now we're going to Wawa. That makes sense. Mr. K's restaurant. Mr. Wise cousin. Mr. Wise our son. Just saying that. He's weird. Well, look at that giant dog. One giant dog over there. And now we're on the bus. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Got some butter pecan ice cream from Wawa. $4.
This was $4.
Mine was like $3.19. We got the same brand, right?